Hey, Dan Coachimillo here with NorCal Sports Network with a video on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And are they just going to add everyone this offseason? Wow. Before we get started in this video, let us thank our sponsor, Chapman Law Group. Check out Chapman Law Group in the description of this video. And as always, everybody, give this a like. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel as we cover all of everything that's happening in Major League Baseball, football, NFL, NBA, but we got a lot covered. We're NorCal Sports Network, but we cover it all nationally. And any big breaking news, we've got you covered right here. So the Los Angeles Dodgers have just added Hyun Kim earlier today. And check out our video we did on that. We did a breaking news with Hyun Kim joining the Dodgers. This video is about who and what and where and how many people are the Dodgers going to add. My goodness. Started off with Blake Snell. They re-signed Blake Trinan and Teoscar Hernandez. And they're in on Roki Sasaki still. They've added now Hyun Kim. They added Michael Conforto. What's next? Tanner Scott, possibly. Now that the Dodgers have added Hyun Kim to play second base, look, they didn't sign this kid to just sit him. That means that Gavin Lux is now on the trade market, and he brings value. What happens if they decide to go after, let's say, hey, what else can the Dodgers add to their collection of stars? How about if we go out and let's go get Luis Robert? How's that? Here's a trade I just played with. Luis Robert, he's got a surplus value of 11.6, and Gavin Lux 13.6 on his own. But let's say they throw in River Ryan, starting pitcher. And the White Sox are going nowhere with Luis Robert Jr. They're the worst team in the history of baseball last year. So he didn't do them any good. Now, you might say, well, Robert's injury prone. Yes, but he's a superstar potential. And if you wanted to add Luis Robert and he didn't work out, what have you lost? You lost Gavin Lux and a pitcher you're probably not going to be able to use. So I wouldn't be shocked to see the Dodgers go after someone like a Luis Robert. They're not done. Look, they're in on Tanner Scott supposedly for the bullpen. They also are the favorites to land Roki Sasaki. Look, the Dodgers aren't screwing around. They're not resting on their laurels. As a San Francisco Giants fan, I've been a diehard Giants fan, and I know we have a lot of Dodger fans that watch this video and our other videos out there. Look, I'm not a Dodger fan. I'm a Giants fan. But all due respect, if I'm being honest, I want the Giants to run their organization like the LA Dodgers. This is ridiculous that other teams are whining and complaining, and I see it all over. We read the comments. I see people in our comment section say this isn't fair. Well, what isn't fair? They paid Hyun Kim $12 million, $12.5 million for 3 years with options for 2 more years to be $22 million. Look, I've seen the Giants blow money. They gave Jock Peterson $20 million a couple years ago to be their DH. Look, for 1 year, you got Hyun Kim for possibly 5 years for $22 million. Look, if it doesn't work out, it costs you a little bit of money. Big deal. It's the LA Dodgers. The Dodgers are running the rest of the league. It's like them playing fantasy baseball with a bunch of 7-year-olds who like, oh yeah, I'll do that trade for you. Sure. Yeah. Dodgers are just signing everybody they can. And you know what that does for the Dodgers? It creates depth. And why wouldn't you do this if you're the LA Dodgers? Look, the more depth you add to a position, the more talent you have to trade. And if you have any weaknesses, you could go there. The Dodgers' weakness, where is it? Well, if you look at their lineup now, it's going to be Ohtani leading off and DHing when he's not pitching. Batting second will be Mookie Betts. It looks like he's going to be at shortstop. Third will be Freeman batting first. Will Smith batting fourth, catching. Fifth, probably be Max Muncy. Sixth, Teoscar Hernandez. Seventh, Michael Conforto. Eighth, Tommy Edmonds or Andy Pajes. Ninth, Hyun-Sung Kim. That's what I think their lineup will be. It starts off left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, all the way down to 9. So you're building a bulletproof lineup. You're building depth if you get injuries. And if there's a hole, look, you add a Hyun-Sung Kim, now you got Lux that's trade bait. And Lux can be moved, as I said. You can go after a Luis Robert, who hit just 2 years ago, hit 37, 38 home runs. He steals bases. This is a lineup that the Dodgers are building that what I would consider almost bulletproof. You've got 6 starting pitchers already, and you haven't even signed Sasaki. And if you add Sasaki, now you've got more trade bait there. I don't understand why big market teams, Phillies, Giants, Braves, Red Sox, Yankees, Mets, some of them are doing it, but why wouldn't you duplicate the model what the Dodgers are doing? Go get free agents where you already have guys penciled in, and now you've got a problem, a good problem. And a good problem is to have too much depth. Would you rather have too much or not enough? So the Dodgers add Kim. Hey, look, they still could add the other Kim, Hyun-Sung Kim, and add him into the lineup to play shortstop when his shoulder's well. And then you can move Betts back to a better position, which I think is suited for him, is right field. I don't know if shortstop's the best position for Mookie all year long, but I could see them doing that. I don't think I would put anything past the Dodgers. Look, as I mentioned, I'm a Giants fan. I want the Giants to run their organization like the Dodgers. I'm sure a lot of LA fans had envy of the Golden State Warriors when Joe Lacob had Curry and Klay Thompson and added KD. It was like, wait, the rich get richer? Yeah, people love to watch that kind of ball. It's entertaining. It's exciting. Look, people who say, I'm a Giants fan, I can't watch the Dodgers. Well, then you probably don't like baseball that much, okay? Because why wouldn't you want to watch great baseball? I mean, if you're a Giants fan, you should be clamoring and yelling and screaming at Giants ownership and making noise. Look, you're rich. The Giants have their ballpark paid for. They've got so much money. They've got this Mission Rock project that is they're bleeding green. They're just got so much money. They got the printing presses that they can run. But yet they don't want to spend because they got a cheap owner in Greg Johnson. Greg Johnson owns 26% of the San Francisco Giants. Giants fans ought to be clamoring for him to sell his share of the team to somebody like a Joe Lacob who wants to put a winner on the field. The Dodgers are all about winning. And you know what? When you win, you make money too. It's a funny thing how that happens. People kind of like your team and they start buying your jerseys and your hats and all your other merchandise. And you get these, what I call fair weather fans popping up out of nowhere that aren't really fans, but everybody loves a winner, right? So the Dodgers are building an empire down in LA. When is it going to stop? I get comments that say, some people say that the Dodgers ought to be not even legal, that they shouldn't be able to do this. It's ruining the game. Look, everybody else has got the money as well. I mean, $4 million a year for a second baseman, that's nothing. And if they end up paying him $22 million for 5 years, what is that? Just a little over $4 million a year. That is nothing. The kid's just going to turn 26 on January 27th. And, you know, he's a pretty good ball player. If you look at him, he's got a pretty good swing. He's going to bat near the bottom of the order for the Dodgers, and you can watch some of what he does here. He hits it to all fields. He steals bases. This is a excellent signing for the Dodgers. Gives them an element that they really kind of lack besides Ohtani and Betts. Anytime you can add speed to your lineup in this day and age of the game, very important. Speed is really important. Athleticism. I like the signing, what the Dodgers have done. Again, they've added Blake Snell in the offseason, Michael Conforto, re-signed Teoscar Hernandez, Blake Trinan, and now they get Hyesung Kim, and they re-upped on Tommy Edmonds, and they're going to probably, like I said, they're not going to stop. They're going to probably be in on Sasaki. They're going to be in on Tanner Scott, most likely. The Dodgers are going to be able to play a type of game that allows them to go into the playoffs without a overworked pitching staff. With a 6-man rotation, they'll probably have guys be pitching closer to 150 innings, some even a little less than that, but they'll still have stamina left for the playoffs. And they're going to have depth all over the diamond. So, Max Muncy's getting up there in age. He's probably only got 1 year left. That might be one of their weaker spots in the lineup. We've heard that Nolan Arenado has been pining to try to become a Dodger. Could the Dodgers make a move at third base, shore up their defense? Because Muncy's not a great defensive third baseman. And his hitting, he's still got power, but he's not much on the average. So I would think they're going to be looking eventually to replace Max Muncy. Maybe he's a guy that they move in a trade. Maybe they consider Lux to play third base. I don't know. We'll see. They've got enough power. They got power all over the field. You got your top 4 guys, really, your top 6 guys can all hit 30 home runs. Ohtani, obviously, 50 plus. And then you got Betts. He's a 30 plus homer guy. Freeman can hit 30. Will Smith can hit 30. Hey, Muncy can hit 30. Teoscar could hit 30. Michael Conforto could actually hit 30 in this Dodgers lineup. In fact, if you're watching this and you're thinking Michael Conforto, not that great, he hit 20 plus homers last year for the San Francisco Giants in Oracle Park, where it's not a home run hitter's park. I think he only hit 3 of them there, but they don't play him full time. Michael Conforto in a Dodgers lineup with people all around him and batting in front of him, behind him, they're not going to be able to pitch around Conforto. So Conforto will easily hit 25 homers for the LA Dodgers in 25. So the rich get richer, and you can't blame the Dodgers management for doing what they're doing. Other teams just need to step up and start adding players instead of pinching pennies and trying to watch their pocketbooks. Look, just because the Dodgers have done all this doesn't make them a guaranteed World Series champion. Baseball is a game where anything can happen. We've seen that in the playoffs. Dodgers have struggled. They broke through last year for the first World Series victory full season since 1988. Now, they got tired of hearing about 2020, guys like me making fun of them. I think the Dodgers are in it to win it, and I don't think they're content with one. They saw what the Giants did 2010, 12, 14, 3 and 5 years. I think the Dodgers want to do what the New York Yankees did in 49 to 53 when they won 5 straight. I could see the Dodgers shooting for that. That should be the goal of every major league franchise, especially the big market teams. I think this makes baseball better. Some people think it makes baseball worse because the Dodgers are getting everything. I actually think this is good for baseball. And hear me out. Why is that good for baseball that one team gets better? Well, we saw the Warriors do this in basketball. What happened? Everybody went out and raised their game, started figuring out, spend more money, do things, develop better, look, draft better. This is what other teams need to do. I think this raises the level for everybody. Competition is good. It breeds success. If you have a store that is down the street and it's the only store in town selling a certain item, and then someone else comes along across the street, then you got some competition. That makes you got to do better. Makes prices come down or competitive. Look, baseball teams, San Francisco Giants, other teams out there, go spend money. Go get your guys. Dodgers can't get everybody. There's only 26 men they can suit up. And they're not going to get a 40-man roster with people sitting in the minor leagues signing because they can play with the Dodgers. No. Other teams go out and get these other stars. Let's get competitive baseball flowing. Tell me what you think in the comments below, everybody. Again, we're NorCal Sports Network, but we report on all Major League Baseball news that's of importance. And what the LA Dodgers are doing is important. And I want to see the San Francisco Giants do something similar. And if it's your team, I'm sure you want to see it too. So tell us what you think in the comments below. We do read all the comments. We try to get to them all. And we try to respond to as many as possible. So thanks for watching this video. We do appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching NorCal Sports Network.